Coming to you live, my name is Kyle Scott. We all know the chords G, D, C, and E minor. We've played them many times. So sometimes it's fun to find new ways to play them, ways that will be interesting, especially in this case, when we want it to sound like a sad song. How do we play those chords? It's a happy sounding chord. I mean, you can put this in a sad song, there's no problem with that. But what if we want to make it more sad? What if we want the chords to tell a stronger story by themselves? Today I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's start with the G chord. Okay, that's the standard G. That's how I play it. Some people teach it like this. That's fine. A lot of times I might even use the ring finger. Just play that or just play that. Okay, but today our special G is going to look like this. Instantly a little more sad. It's still a G. It's just got that added E in there. That note is an E. Now, what are we doing? We're taking this G major chord and we're turning it into a G with a sixth in it. Okay, and that actually does kind of bridge the gap between the G and the E minor, right? So we're kind of taking this G and adding a little bit of an E minor into it. Okay, so it still works for a G, but it's just got that sadness, that melancholy, that rainy day feel to it. So we play that. And for the D, we're gonna do the same concept. We're gonna take our normal D, which would be here, but we're gonna switch things around and play it like this. Okay, you can get the A string in there, but mostly just you want those 4 strings. Now what are we doing? We have a D chord here. We're moving this note here. We're turning this A into a B. Now what notes do we have? We have D, B, D, and F sharp. So we have a D chord with the 5th turned into a 6th. Okay, very similar to what we did here. 5th turned to 6th, same thing here. Nobody ever said you couldn't use the same trick twice. Let me give your fingers a quick break and tell you about my ultimate guitar guide. Link in the description to this video. My guitar buying recommendations, my top tip on quicker chord changes, smoother strumming, fine-tuned finger picking, and a few alternate chords you may not have played before. Go check that out. It's free. Link in the description. Go get that. Where are we going next? We're going to this C. Instead of a C here, right, there's lots of ways to play a C, but a nicely sad way. Okay, now this note here, this is an F sharp. Okay, so we're adding that F sharp, which just puts a lot of dissonance into that C. We still have our root, just like a normal C. We'll put it here, and instead of playing this note, right, instead of playing that E, we're sliding up. Okay. Isn't that nice? So, coming all together. Notice I'm not really hitting the E, okay? You can avoid it with your pick, or you can, as I always do, I touch it with the tip of my index finger. That way, it's muted. So I don't have to worry too much about accidentally hitting it. That takes a little practice, but it's a very useful trick. You can work on it. Okay, there's something special we can do with the C here. We can add a pinky on here. Okay, that turns it a little less dissonant. And so if we go, we can strum and hammer, or we can just strum it and then take it off. Right, we got options here. I love that though. And lastly, we have the crown jewel, the E minor, more sad. Instead of this, we play this. Still just 2 fingers, still simple like this is. We do it here. You can do it with your ring too. In fact, the ring adds some options to it, which is cool. So if you do it here, you can then do that same hammer on that we did with the C. There's more to come, so hold on. But if we put those 4 together, no, I love those 4 options, but there's a few other sad ones I want to show you. Instead of playing the E here, or there, we can take that shape and we can slide all the way up here. That's also an E minor, a little more clean than this one. And that low E just gives it that growl. Now instead of this D, we can play this D. That's pretty cool. Same shape as that. I don't necessarily like the E in that B chord, in that D chord. So I usually kind of maybe hug my hand to the bottom of the fretboard. So that's getting muted a little bit. Also, you'll notice my middle finger is now doing some muting here, okay? Looks like it's pressing, it looks like it's playing a note, but it's not. It's just muting. So when I play the C or, alright, I put it on to mute, I take it off. I'm just touching the string here, I'm muting it, and here. I may want the E, I may not. You're gonna really have to use your ear and decide what you want to sound when. Sometimes you can play the E like this, and then bring that bass note in, right? So muting strings is a really helpful tool. You can take a chord that you're already playing and mute a couple strings and then unmute them, and bam, you have something new. So that is the key of G. That is the way that you want to play in the key of G when your boss fires you, when your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you, when your chess tournament is canceled due to rain. These chords will come in handy. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to download my ultimate guitar guide, link in the description for some great guitar tips. Leave a comment on this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next video.